Apple wants this to read like the tiniest AI desktop you can buy. In Tim Cook's own launch post, the new Mac Mini is the turbocharged box built around M6. The film then leans hard into the headline claim. Apple says the M6 model delivers up to 4 times faster AI performance than the prior generation, and that is still a vendor-reported launch claim, not an independent benchmark. The catch shows up immediately. In the United States, the base M6 Mac Mini starts at $899, and that entry tier still ships with 16 gigabytes of unified memory. So the right opening read is not tiny box, problem solved. It is tiny box, bigger ask, strong first-party claims, but still no launch day proof that 16 gigs is the sweet spot for serious local models. What actually changes on M6 is the silicon stack. Apple lists a 12-core CPU, a 12-core GPU, dual 16-core neural accelerators, and memory bandwidth up to 170 gigabytes per second. Against M4, Apple reports up to 1.4 times CPU performance, up to 2 times graphics, up to 4.8 times LM Studio prompt processing, and up to 2 times SSD performance. Keep every up to intact. That sounds meaningful for a desk-side agent box, especially if you are moving up from M1, M2, or Intel. But Apple is still comparing its own controlled workloads, not your exact model, context window, or thermals. That is why this safer buyer framing is simple. M6 looks materially better on paper, but launch claims still need independent tests before anyone should call it a proven local AI winner. If you care about bigger on-device models, the more important story is M5 Pro. Apple positions that version as the serious compact workstation, not just the nicer config on the shelf. Here the spec ceiling jumps to up to an 18-core CPU, up to a 20-core GPU, up to 64 gigabytes of unified memory, and bandwidth up to 307 gigabytes per second. Apple also says M5 Pro delivers up to 4 times faster LM Studio prompt processing than M4 Pro, while moving to Thunderbolt 5. That is the launch day case for heavier local AI and pro media workflows. The catch is price. In the United States, M5 Pro Mac Mini starts at $1,699. So yes, this is the more believable AI tier, but it is no longer the Impulse Buy Mini. Design and I/O stay part of the appeal. The chassis is still tiny. The front gives you 2 USB-C ports and a headphone jack, and the rear adds HDMI, Ethernet, and 3 Thunderbolt ports. Apple says M6 models use Thunderbolt 4, while M5 Pro gets Thunderbolt 5. Both get Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and 2.5 gigabit Ethernet standard, with 10 gigabit available as an option. My honest verdict is this. If you already own an M4 Mac Mini, wait for independent testing. The launch story is interesting, but the value jump is not obvious enough yet. If you're coming from M1, M2, or Intel and want a compact, always-on desktop, M6 can make sense, but I would aim for 32 gigs if local AI is the goal. If you want the more credible large model box, M5 Pro is the real answer. Which configuration